Today video, like you see at the title, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about cutting locks. A lot of people get so nervous about cutting locks and trimming locks and different things like that. But I wanted to come to you guys. I have been 8.5 years locked. I wanted to come to you guys and tell you some things that may possibly happen that a lot of people don't talk about. First, I want to say, guys, I have my locks look really, really good. They look really good. I have been taking care of them myself for the last 8.5 years. Me and my mom started them. I started my locks when they were, I wanted them to be a little bit on a thicker side. So what I did was I actually started my two-strand twist on a thicker side because a lot of people always ask me, how do you get thicker locks? That's how you get thicker locks. You start your two-strand twist with or your braids or your interlocking. You use bigger parts, so you can have bigger locks. And one thing I thank God I did do that because everybody texture is not cool to be able to have small locks, which I really didn't want to have small locks. So when you going in thinking about getting locks, put that in a perception. Make sure that you have the right type of texture. Make sure you get the thickness and the thinness that you want. I don't care how good you take care of your locks. Eventually, some of your locks will get weak. Okay, yes. Eventually, some of your locks will get weak. A lot of people don't like to talk about that. They be like, well, you know what? You ain't drinking enough water. You ain't drinking enough this. No, over time, they eventually get weak. And you can repair them. Like I told you guys in the last couple videos, you can repair them, but they're never 100% the same. Like once it's kind of like anything. Once it's damaged, it's damaged. So what I went in and did, y'all, is I'm the type of person, y'all, I don't like my hair to be damaged. I don't. I am the type of person that, don't get me wrong. Y'all know 8.5 years ago I did a big chop, so I cut all my hair. Once you cut all your hair, you are kind of, I don't know, you get a whole new vibe and you can do things that you never could do. Because like back in the day, when you talk about cutting my hair, I'd be like, no, 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 no. Sometimes you have to cut your hair. Good morning, girl. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I truly appreciate you checking me out. Okay, what I was saying, guys, in this video, like I said, I'm going to show you guys what I had to wind up doing. My front, and you see it in my last videos, I told you that I had like alopecia in the front. I had alopecia from getting tight braids, getting me doing tight braids, letting the African shops doing tight braids. But what happened was my hair started growing in. So once you start growing in, you have these locks. Okay, so you have these locks, you have this new growth. You got all this new growth coming out, like all this new growth coming out, and it's not going in with the locks. So what I always did was, you just automatically do your little palm rolling, do your palm rolling. But like I said, over time, your hair can break off. So I had a couple of them in here that was like that. And what I did here, I actually did it off camera. I cut this one, I cut this one, I cut this one, and I cut this one. You see how long this is? I didn't want to cut it, but the thing about it is, it's kind of like when you need your hair trim. You don't really want to cut it way up there, but sometimes, guys, we got to cut our hair. We got to cut our hair if you keep getting it repaired and it's not acting right, and that's how mine was. This whole hairline area right here, like I said, always been a thorn in my side, and that is where I had to cut it. So this is what I did, and you guys know I'm one of them ones that I don't like it to be thin, thick, long, short, but sometimes, guys, you got to do it. If I was you, I would just go through your hair. You can repair it first, go in and let them repair it a couple times. But I'm telling you, even though you get it repaired, eventually over time, it is going to break off, and not even break off. It just started looking weak again. And that's what mine did. So what I wind up doing, like I said, I don't hold on to dead hair. Like you don't want to hold on, even when you need your ends trim, get your ends trim. You'll be so amazed now how fast this is going to grow. Like now, say for instance, y'all, if you went in and you it was in the front half of your hair and the lock was probably about this long. Now I would not trim it. What I would do, guys, I will keep on repairing it. I will keep repairing it, and then eventually go ahead and cut it. Because I can't believe I cut this much of my lock. But like I said, see if you see this lock right here, this lock, like I said, is the ones in the front. Usually, it's the ones in the front, the hairline, and the nape area. That's gonna give you your problems. The nape area, what happens in the nape area is you have so much length that is crazy that you wind up taking out your locks, or you wind up using a tweezer like I did in the back and messing them up. Don't do that. So what I had to do, y'all, is I had to take out my whole back half, maybe, and I share that with y'all. It's probably been about 5 years ago, because I'm one of the ones, y'all. I'm anal. I cannot have a whole bunch of lint in my back locks. I would have to just take them out. And y'all know this, the back area is what's going to be, and that's another thing I want to tell you too. Your newly locks, the back area, that whole little, I'm gonna say the last probably 2 to 3 rolls, you go wind up getting some lint in your hair. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And when it do happen, do not, I mean, do not go in. And this what happened to these two, y'all. I forgot to tell you. That's what happened to this lock, this lock, this lock, and this lock. I went in, y'all, and I kept on just, I'm one of them OCD. I'm like just going in. No, y'all, don't do it. I'm telling you, if you see some lint in your locks, it's so many different ways you can either fix that. You can either, like I said, take them all down in the back. I know it's crazy, but who want a bunch of lint in their locks? Or you can go in and keep repairing it, trying to fix it, trying to fix it. You can also dye it. But I'm telling you, no matter how much you repair it, how much you fix it, it's still gonna be the same. So, and if you one of them OCD people like me, you go wind up cutting it. So, like I said, guys, what I did was I messed these up by trying to get lint out of them, and they just kept on dangling. They kept dangling. I fixed them. They was cute, and they just kept dangling. Over time, your hair is going to grow back, and it is going to still kind of look, you know, not even gonna say crazy, but it's not gonna hold on. I could have fixed this, but I didn't want to fix it. So when I went in, I didn't even have to y'all cut it. I just pulled it. Sometimes you don't even gotta cut it. Just pull it, and that thing comes slap off. That's really the best way to do it, to be honest with you, versus cutting it, because sometimes when you cut it, it can unravel. But see the way that I pull these, you see how I pull them? They not go unravel. You see that? And see, I fixed these so many times, y'all. So many times, from lint being in them to, like I said, what else? Them just not acting right, because like I said, I wind up I had alopecia. And what I have to do, yeah, I really need to go in and do a retwist. That's why all this hair up here, but I'm being lazy. Sometimes, guys, you don't feel like doing a full retwist. I just do the front of my hair like this and just don't bother with it. And now another thing, y'all, too, to the newbies, do not go a long time without your maintenance. I can tell you that also can cause you to have to wind up getting your hair cut. If you go a real long time, you never maintenance them, you never taking them from each other, you just letting them just grow. That is another way that can really mess up your locks. And that's why anytime I shampoo my hair, I always go through it, y'all. Go through it, pull them apart. If you're not retwisting it, see, just like that, pull them apart. Always pull them apart. Never let them grow together. Because it's something about once the water play in the part, you know how water is. Water just, it'd be crazy. It's a good, water is a good and water is a bad. So again, guys, that front half, that is what I had to cut. Yes, the rest of the hair is much longer, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And that's what I tell my clients. Sometimes they be like people that have hair loss. They be like, well, I don't like wigs. I don't like this. Sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do. I didn't want to cut my hair, but look how much better it look now that it is cut versus just hanging and dangling in my mind. So now they look much healthier. It's going to grow. So don't worry, they're going to grow. Locks always grow. I know that's a lot. I know, y'all. I was like trying to hold on to it, but we can't hold on to everything. Comment below, guys, if you know what I'm saying. Eventually, you just gotta let it go. Like that. What is that? That cartoon, that Frozen cartoon. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, let's see what y'all talking about. It's a message retracted. I don't know what you have put on there, Miss Davis. I would love to see what you put on there, because you guys know I love for y'all to talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. Let me know, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you have locks? Did you have locks and you had to wind up cutting your hair as well? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I know you guys do, especially if you had them over time. You go always have some that act crazy. But I'm telling you guys, the rest of them, I have no problems with at all. no problems. Look at those. They nice. It's good. It was just the front. Sometimes when you have breakage and stuff, it can really mess your locks up. So sometimes if you start your locks with breakage, it can be a good and a bad. Sometimes you kind of just want to get that breakage addressed and then go in and lock. But I know, we all different. So let's see. When the locks go crazy, that help your natural hair to grow also. I do agree with that. I most definitely agree with that. But like I said, to me, sometimes if you just let your hair go and y'all know this gonna get on my nerves too. You see, it is something about y'all when it's shorter than all the rest of them. It's just like, hey girl, hey, I see you. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I see you. I see you. And I see you. It's gonna and I'm OCD too, y'all. So this gonna probably get on my nerves. But what I do, y'all, is put a bead or something cute right there. And I probably am going to dye it because it was these front three right here. I probably will wind up just dyeing it. And then I don't want to dye it because then it's probably gonna really get on my nerves because it's gonna be a different color and a different length. So who knows? Y'all know I be changing my hair so much. And I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I am not gonna lie to you. I was so tempted. So tempted to cut them all off. I was so tempted. Once I started going in and cutting them, I was like, oh, should I cut them? But then I thought about it. What am I going to do with them afterwards? Like if I cut my hair, that's the thing you got to think about too. If you cut your locks off, what are you going to do afterwards? And I know for a fact I would love a cute, because I tried it. I would love a cute fade. They make you look like a dude. Like I want to like a girl. I don't want a dude fade. So that's not gonna work. Maybe that could be a way that I can learn how to cut my own hair. But I love my babies. Look how long they got. And they was even longer. Like I told you guys, I trim my locks. Like if they are breaking, don't be afraid to trim them. Let's see. Back to work. Thank you so much for checking me out, Miss Queen. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get off here anyway. Y'all just wanted to again come to you guys and let you know it's okay to trim your locks. It's okay to trim your locks if they break in. And another thing, they never become 100. Once you cut them, they never 100. So go that within your mind to know that. Okay. Please, guys, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. And if you want me to talk about something, let me know. I've been trying to go live a lot more because you guys know I wasn't going live. But I think what I'm gonna do, like I said, I think I'm gonna dye these, turn these like a little cute little brown color, and I'll come back to you guys and let you see it if I do. Okay, everybody have a beautiful day, and I'll talk with you later. Bye, guys.